Jonathan Gannon's defensive alignments and what we're about to see come Sunday. What changes are in store for us, guys? Let's talk for a few minutes. What's up, Cerebral football fans? My name is Steven Hyder. This is Gate City Sports Channel. Hey, if you're new to the channel, it's maybe the first, second, third time you caught my content and you enjoyed today's discussion. Hey, look, man, we just crossed over 6,300 subscribers. We're on a journey towards 7,500 subscribers. I would love for you to be a part of the community. Just need you to subscribe to do that. To my OG subscribers here, I'm going to ask you to do, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Help me spike the algorithm and get this in front of new people that we can potentially convert into our little community here on YouTube. All right, y'all, let's get it. Today's topic. I want to talk about Jonathan Gannon, guys, and I'm not going to make assumptions on what he is or isn't going to do, but I do want to talk about, you know, things we can look forward to next week, right? That when we get to finally getting that all-22 and breaking down if there's any changes to this defensive scheme. You know, how are they going to play the fronts? You know, a lot of news coverage surrounding Vic Fangio coming to camp a few times, right? And the fact about how Fangio likes to run those dual overhang defenders, right? Kind of what you think of as a 34 front, basically, guys. And in talking about the way that they play the back end. So far in preseason, I want to remind you, preseason does not necessarily dictate what you do in season. But so far in preseason, I haven't seen a ton of cover 6 behind that 34 front. I've seen a little bit still more of adaptations of quarters coverage, guys. Some cover 7 stuff, some, you know, drop quarters, some man match quarters. I've seen different aspects of it, but I have not seen yet like a split field coverage that would lead me to believe that we're in cover 6 yet. So that's still to be seen. However, early downs. Early downs is what I'm looking for. What do the Eagles do? Do they come out with 3 big bodies? Do you put a guy like Jordan Davis out there at the nose tackle and let that athleticism take over, that, you know, ability to impact the game? Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, those two guys together are just absolutely dominant against the run. You know, you got Javon Hargrave, who's not really known as a run defender. He's definitely a little bit more talented as the, you know, pass rush kind of guys from the interior. But, I mean, at one point he did 2-gap in Pittsburgh, and I do think that there is the ability there to play the run. And then do you bring those dual overhangs, right? I mean, that's where it gets interesting. Is like, okay, who's where? Why are we lining them up there? And then what happens as a result of that, right? Because if you go 3 down linemen, I think you could then, you know, kind of suspect that they may only go a single overhang could be a possibility, right? The Sam linebacker, Hassan Riddick going single overhang. Or you also could go dual overhang still and make that 5-man front, basically. To where now you've got those 3 big bodies to stop the run, and then you got a guy like Brandon Graham or, you know, a guy like Hassan Riddick on the opposite side, mixing some Josh Sweat to basically turn those plays back inside, keep that outside containment, and put teams into unfavorable second down positions. So that way, hopefully, you can pin yours back on 3rd down, maybe either create a turnover or get to the quarterback. So that's what I'm really looking for, is particularly early down situations. What do they do? Because there's no rule says that they can't go 4 down linemen. You know, they put Brandon Graham in there. They put, you know, Josh Sweat down there, you know, wide 9, whatever they want to do. In line, how are they going to play these guys? As a true 5-tech, as a 7, as a wide 9? There's no rule against that, guys. And then you just have your Sam linebacker, kind of a traditional 50 front coming down on the line of scrimmage, which would be, to me, more indicative of a 50 front over what I would probably consider to be like a 30 front with 2 overhang rushers. They could just go with a basic 4 down set, guys. You know, there's no rule to stop them from putting Hassan Riddick as a stand-up joker with Sweater Graham as a stand-up joker. Then you got your 2 interior defensive linemen. It will be very interesting to see what they do. And like I said, guys, I'm not making any assumptions. There's really no way of telling, guys, until I get the film in my hands. And once the film is in my hands, you best believe we're going to break down a lot of stuff, including situational football. What do they do on 3rd down? You know, we're going to talk about 1st downs a lot after week 1, I can promise you. Because I think that's the big ticket item is, can we defend the run in this system to put teams in very unfavorable 2nd and 3rd down situations? We'll get to see that, guys. We're going to definitely get to see that in just a few, you know, few days. We're not too far away from it, guys. All right, now leave your comments down below. What do you think? What are you expecting to see from Jonathan Gannon, guys? We're talking more so the defensive alignment, right? We're going to get into later this week. I'm going to talk about coverage, but right now we're talking about how do they play these dudes? Like, Who do you think is going to get the majority of reps here? You know, you got Brandon Graham, you got Josh Sweat, you got Hassan Riddick, you got, you know, guys like Jordan Davis, you got Fletcher Cox, you got Javon Hargrave, Milton Williams, Marlon Tuipulotu, right? Tyron Jackson factoring in here. You got those other outside Sam linebackers who I don't know how much they're going to get, Kyron Johnson and Patrick Johnson. You know, are they primarily just special teams player and break in case of emergency type, you know, dudes? Hard to say, guys. I don't know. Time will tell these kind of, you know, situations and give us the answer. With that said, guys, I appreciate y'all's time and attention, and I will see you all in the next video.